Okay, bitches, this is Sicky White Beer of the Mentors. I'm here at Maximum Threshold computer radio. So get them panties down. Yes, something's coming to town.
Automatic defense procedures initiated.
What we've got here is
maximum voltage, maximum power, maximum carnage. This is Maximum Threshold. Call the show at
440-709-4977.
Maximum Threshold. And here's your hosts, Dom.
He's unstable, but possibly worse. He's actually quite smart. He just makes errors of judgment along the way.
God, test the button.
Yeah. How's that for an intro to a show? That's taking me back 1983. That's Fastway with Feel Me, Touch Me, Do Anything You Want. Yeah. Man, I wish those guys would have kept it going, kept the train rolling. Hey, man, but Flogging Molly's still kicking it. If you guys are he's still in old singer's wheelhouse. He still got it, man. Yeah, he does. Fast Eddie. Okay, well, hey, I ain't got a real long show for you tonight, but I got a really killer show for you. I got a lot of music here I'm gonna play for you. I also have this great interview. I haven't even heard it yet, but I know it's great. What the hell? I just had a can fly off my desk. Who cares? So check it out. I got this interview that Michael did last night at the Northfield Hard Rock Roxino. He interviewed the band Killcode. So I'm going to sit here and listen to it with you guys as well. Then we're going to play one of their songs after that. But like I was saying, this is episode 5, or I don't know, was it 13 or some shit? Something like that. But I got a lot of cool music. I'm looking at the board, all the stuff I dropped on here, man. I got a lot of classic cuts, man. I got some Exciter on the board. Got some Enough's Enough, of course, Steel Panther. We got some Motley Crue. I got some LSD. I got Megadeth, King Diamond, Warrant, The Priest. Got some SOD on here, Scorpions, Morning Wagons on here. That's what I got up here, and I got some Whitesnake on here. So I don't know. You know we ain't going to play all that stuff, not at all. But I'm going to try and knock out a bunch of it. It may not make it on this recording for the podcast, but I can guarantee you I'm going to be playing a lot of it. I'm going back and touching on the Fastway song. The drums were so awesome. I think that's one of the best part of the song. Because when you're listening to that, this is how I get it. I find myself playing air drums the whole time, man, because it just draws and sucks me into the music, man. And what can I say? It's just what it does. It's what it does, man. So, let's see. I gotta give these guys some love. This is a cool song, man. I'm gonna play for you guys. I wanted to hear it too, so I'm actually breaking the song down to learn it. This is a song by LSD. This is dedicated to Michael Strong. Yeah. So we're gonna play this one here. Is called "Schools for Fools" here on Maximum Threshold Radio. I guarantee you nobody else is playing this right now. Nobody in the world. Somebody may be in their car listening to it. But they ain't no radio station ain't playing this. I bet you. Bet your bottom dollar. So we're back after this here on Maximum Threshold Radio. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Like I said, this is going to be a cool show. Stick around. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. Nice ride tonight. Yeah, so you'll dig this, man. If you guys haven't been turned on to LSD, you will now. You got to check their videos out, too. The singer's a nut. Was out to Michael.
What do you learn in school? Schools for fools.
There you go, man. There's some LSD. Schools for Fools. Going out to Michael Strong Hand. Right here on Maximum Threshold Radio. So I want to thank you for tuning in, like I said. Let's see here. We should have knocked these commercials out. You know what I've been noticing? I've been listening to a lot of different podcasts, throughout the week. And I noticed they're all taking on a new format where they're starting their show off with the commercials and just let it all run all the way through. And they'll throw one or two commercials in throughout their hour and a half or however long they're on. But we're not pushing any products here. We're pushing our own show. And if you want to be part of this, and if you have an item or product, or you're a company or something, and you'd like to promote, you would like us to push you on our program and our network and our website, just hit me up at MTRSHOW. That's mtrshow@gmail.com. Just hit me up, man. We'll talk some deets. We'll get you on here, and get a couple 100,000 people listening to you every week. What you're pushing, man. So if you got a website or something, and it specializes in who the hell knows what, and you want to get it out there, and we can help you be that vehicle to get it out there for you. So how's that? I just pimped it out. So jump on that, Jack. Okay, I'm playing some more music. I'll be back after this here on Max and Threshold. I got to play some music by my friends. Let's see here. Oh, here you go. Be back after this here on Max and Threshold Radio with some Death Angel, Father of Lies.
guys, this is Ron from YouTube's Rock and Metal News, and this is your Maximum Threshold Rock and Metal News report. Evanescence released a video for their new rendition of the song Lacrimosa on YouTube. It's off their new upcoming album called Synthesis, out on November the 10th. They have reworked some older tracks with orchestra and different electronic sounds. You can check it out on YouTube. And Disturbed, they have a cover of Simon and Garfunkel's The Sound of Silence, which everyone knows. Well, it now has been chosen for a new video put out by NASA. You can check it out on YouTube. It's filmed from the International Space Station during Expedition 53, captured by Commander Randy Bresnik and others. So this pretty cool video on that. And Like Moths to Flames have released a new song titled From the Dust Returned on YouTube. It's off their upcoming new album called Dark Divine, out on November the 3rd. And continuing with your MaximumThreshold.net rock and metal news, Behemoth's Nurgle has released a tease of a new song they're working on for the new Behemoth album. It's on his Instagram page. You can check it out. Pretty heavy song. He posted the video from the rehearsal room. He stated, "We have plenty of music we're excited about. It's way too early to make any statements, but soon we'll give you some more insight into what's happening in the Behemoth official camp. We're officially done with rehearsing new tunes." And the band Feared, they include members from The Haunted and Suffocation and more. They're set to release a new album titled Svart, out on December the 8th. Check out the new song called The Mare on YouTube. And finally, the band Sensanum, featuring members from Dragon Force, Mayhem, and Slipknot, which includes drummer Joey Jordison, and more. They released a lyric video for a remix of the song Dead Souls on YouTube. It's off their new EP Ashes, out November the 10th. So take a listen to that one. This is Ron from YouTube's Rock and Metal News with a Z, and this has been your Maximum Threshold Rock and Metal News report. Thanks for tuning in.
You can now hear the Maximum Threshold radio show on Stitcher Radio. Stitcher allows you to listen to your favorite shows directly from your iPhone, Android phone, BlackBerry, and Palm Pre, on demand and on the go. Don't have Stitcher? Download it for free today at Stitcher.com. Once again, you can hear Maximum Threshold Radio Show on Stitcher.com.
Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now.
Have a smartphone, iPod, iPad, or even Roku? Grab the app, tune in, and search Maximum Threshold and hear the show live directly from your device.
You can now hear... Uh-oh, I just did that one.
What's up? This is Satchel from one of the greatest heavy metal bands of all time, Steel Panther, and you're listening to Maximum Threshold with Dom.
Puke on your hand as you reach for the door.
on, but your pussy don't ever stop craving the dawn. That bunch of old folks game banging doesn't seem so wrong. You grab a couple old rockers, have a menage. You beat up old tits, get a combo rise. Besides your laying sticks to the wall, out of Lexi's mom's garage. Fucking Lexi's mama so rock and roll. Fucking Lexi's mama so rock and roll. She takes 5 inches off in every hole. She likes to rock and roll. Now rock and roll. Oh, yeah. She's special kind of old giant in the DP Hall of Fame. For success, it's worth that walk of shame. Put your guideliner on and walk that walk of shame. That walk of shame. Yeah, yeah, baby, don't complain. Just walk that walk of
Hey, next week, Michael Starr, singer, on the show, I think. Don't quote me, but I believe so. I'm talking to him this week. So they're pimping out their a vinyl coming out. So oh, my gate was on. You couldn't hear me hit all those notes. I was putting Mariah Carey to shame, as I always do. Okay, so now I'm about to jump into this. We're going to knock out this Killcode interview. I have absolutely no idea how long it is. I have not heard a second of it. I just got it earlier this morning, and I just converted it into playable mode to MP3 from M4A or whatever the hell it was. So we're going to listen to it. Me, or you and I, we're going to listen to it together. Then we're going to help make this band a superstar. Because, you know, with Michael doing this interview, you know it's got to be good. So, here you go, man. This is Killcode. I think he just hooked up with Tom, the singer. I'm not sure. I'm just guessing. But we'll find out right now. So, it's going to be a nice ride. Here you go. Killcode. Killcode. You heard them on the show here a few months ago. Now they're back.
Everybody, this is Michael from Maximum Threshold, and I'm here with Tom Morrissey from the band Killcode. So,
what's up, brother?
Some people might have looked you up thinking that you're a distant relative of Morrissey.
But I'm not, no.
But you're not.
I mean, I did get Smiths, but it would be nice to be born with maybe a name a little more original, but hey, you know, it's not too bad.
Are you a melancholy, morose motherfucker like that?
No. I mean, I could have my moments, but not necessarily, no. We're more high energy, and I'm more high energy and more in your face.
Yeah, you guys do bring a lot of energy. Right now, you guys are out on the road with Dee, and
Yep.
I'm sure Dee makes you bring your
I mean, he's when we've been playing with Twisted Sister, you know, the last tour before this, when you play with a band like Twisted Sister and Dee, and now in his solo run, you see like he puts 110% into it.
Yeah,
you know, and he's
absolutely.
fucking and it's like, you know, you see young kids not doing that. So for us, it's inspirational and it's very cool to see. And yeah, he definitely does raise the bar and make sure we raise the bar.
Yeah. So you know, I seen that. You guys got the same tour manager, and
no, actually, they're our manager, Danny Stanton. We're with Collier Entertainment, which is his company, and he tour manages Dee. Yes.
Did you guys? Do you like pick his brain as a singer? Do you pick his brain on like because you're, you know, obviously a lot younger than Dee?
You mean Dee? Dee, actually, no. To be honest, we have very little interaction with Dee and the band in general, like Twisted Sister as well. You know, they're very friendly, and you know, we talk, but it's a lot of business. It's like, you know, in and out, do shows, and you know, they're very cool, but there's not a lot of, you know, interaction.
Yeah. Like who's your biggest like influence and inspiration as a vocalist?
You know, me as a vocalist, you know, I'm from New York City, and I grew up in a time when hip hop was like, you know, taking over. And 80s rock was something that I actually wasn't even that too aware of at the time. But I was very aware of classic rock and bands like, because of my dad, and R&B. So you know, Faces and Zeppelin and The Who, you know, James Brown, you know, Jimi Hendrix. You know, soulful, very bluesy, very passionate vocal stylings. Right. And then also, I also, for whatever reason, I just remember being into and hearing Beach Boys, you know, as far as for harmonies and learning how to sing and do different harmonies, stuff like that.
Yeah, like when you realized that you had a gift as a vocalist, and you listen to something like the Beach Boys, are you like, how the like you're like doing your thing?
You know,
are you like, how the fuck
actually
did I do
like
that?
it's funny. The funny thing is that like I just remember like being a kid and having a 45 of Sloop John B, and just spinning my finger back and forth, listening to it to figure out the harmonies, and I kind of just looked at it as a puzzle, but I never really looked at it as a passion, and I didn't actually until my early 20s. So you know, I didn't realize that I actually wanted to sing and would sing. I just kind of like absorbed the influences, and then it happened to come out, you know, just by chance and luck, and here we are.
Yeah. So where can everybody find out information, buy some merchandise?
Yeah, I mean, if you go to killcode.net, which is our website, it links you to everything, you know, all our releases, our first 2 EPs, To Die For and Taking It All, our self-titled album, Killcode, and our latest release, The Answer, which was produced by Joey Z from Life of Agony. If you go to killcode.net, it'll link you to buy all of those. It'll also link you to, you know, our social media, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff, you know.
Twitter,
exactly.
Grindr, any of that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not myself particularly fond of all those things, but I know it's a necessary evil, so go to do it.
The kids these days, a lot of bands don't even have a website.
It's not a kid thing, to be honest, because I you know, we play, you know, we're not that old ourselves, and we also play with a lot of younger bands as well. And I think, you know, those sites are important, but they tend to be for people that don't have other outlets to do other things.
Yeah, and
you know, I prefer to get out there and play rather than get out behind a computer.
Yeah, some bands like really they don't do shows. They go on Facebook, they go on Instagram, they go on Twitter. Yeah. They build up like they get their friends and it's you got to build a following.
No, it's important. I mean, it's like anything. It's part of the business, and actually we have been very lucky because part of our success has been because of social media, because we have embraced it. But with my point being is just that, you know, I just wish people would not always be behind the keyboard. Go to shows.
And
buy a record. And buy a CD.
Yeah, because there's nothing like live music.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like a lot of kids these days, they see stuff online. And a lot of these bands, they get like these huge followings, but they've never played a single show.
Right.
And you know, you could shred all you want, but that's different than playing a song, sweating it out with a bunch of guys and like all the social media.
Yeah.
Like,
and again, you know, anyone who has success, you know, in whatever, you know, form they use to get that success, that's cool. But like you're saying, I agree with you. Like I want music to be a live experience and a listening experience, and you know, not just, you know, MP3s and downloads and free. You know.
Yeah, it's like because a lot of stuff that's what does a lot of artists in. They can't reproduce it live, or they just can't draw. Like there's certain things that aren't meant for the live venue. You said you grew up in New York with the hip hop.
Right.
Like today's like hip hop.
To be honest, I'm not a fan of today's hip hop at all.
Like old hip hop, like
old school, like
KRS-One,
KRS-One, you know,
Run
Big
DMC.
Daddy Kane, Run DMC. I mean, that, to be honest, like I can relate that to, you know, rock and roll when rock and roll was breaking. It was fresh, it was innovative, it was raw, it was a beat and a rhyme, the same way it was a guitar line and a vocal. Today's hip hop, you know, I'm sure I don't pay attention too much anymore to that genre because it would let me down, to be honest. But I'm sure there are artists that are good, but I don't really, you know.
But most of it's just like bitch, motherfucker.
I mean, like you know, you mentioned a couple of artists that I agree with. You know, it's like Eric B. and Rakim, for instance.
Oh yeah,
or
Follow the Leader. Come on.
I mean, it's and again, it's a great vocal with a great hook. Melody, which, you know, that's pure essence. That's a song. You know, it's not rapping, it's not singing, it's a song. I mean, it is, but it's, you know what I'm trying to get to.
I'm gonna put myself on Front Street right here.
Yeah,
I like LL Cool J.
Oh, LL Cool J is dope. He's dope.
And I like the Fresh Prince. I think that kid has a future in the music and entertainment industry.
I can't. The Fresh Prince. Meaning
Big Willie Smith.
Big Willie Smith.
What do you think? You think he's got a future in the business,
no,
or what?
I don't know. I don't know enough to speak on it. Again, today's hip hop and today's R&B world, I'm not really. I don't keep up with it, so I can't tell you.
No, that's the Fresh Prince.
No,
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, well, no, I'm not up on that, no.
Well, I mean, that was like
No, I'm talking about I'm not up on it liking it.
Oh, you don't like the Fresh Prince? Come on.
I mean, Summertime was dope.
Yeah, Summertime. Oh, yeah, dude, that was the bomb right there.
I thought you were trying to school me on something new.
No,
You're talking the actual Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Fresh Prince.
Okay.
Like, no, dude, all the new, like people are always like, oh, Jay-Z's so good. I don't get it. I don't get it.
You know, it's funny, but you talk about Jay-Z. At the time, when Jay-Z was first popping, and being from New York, and at the time, cutting my teeth in rock and roll and rock bands and metal bands, I wasn't that impressed either, but I will say now I am. I mean, once, sometimes there's artists that you need to give a second listen, a third listen. I dig these Jay-Z shit now.
Yeah, like there's a few newer,
but like Wu-Tang, you know, they were kind of like, the Rolling Stones of hip hop.
Yeah.
It's like
right on the border of self-destruction at any given moment. Like, and then you got like guys that come out of nowhere that have this amazing like vibe, like Outkast,
totally.
And like,
but again, like going back to what you were saying, like I can relate when I was into that, and I'm still into it, obviously. But when that was popping, it was edgy. It was it was I could relate it to great metal bands or great rock bands or a live show. You know what I mean?
And now it's like, you see little kids like rapping, like singing all this that was supposed to be hardcore.
But they're singing that na shit. Yeah. It's like it's not it's deteriorated to where it's not about the rhyme anymore. It's about the hook.
Yeah,
and that's the bad thing because and I love hooks and as a singer, I pride myself in trying to write good hooks, but it shouldn't be all about the hook where you lose substance from lyrics and what the storytelling. Because what made rock and roll and metal great, and and early hip hop was good lyrics and good storytelling. Now it's about the beat and a good hook, but there's no substance. There's no. I mean, it's just like it's. Whatever, like you were saying, it's about bitches and hoes and this and that.
Like, even like when NWA came out, and it was like, they're talking. Jocking the bitches, slapping those. There was a message. There was a meaning. It wasn't just there was a hook, but it also had.
I mean, you could be offensive or not. I mean,
you can't just be offensive to be offensive.
No, exactly. I mean, that really, to be honest, that doesn't figure into a good song to me. You need to have substance, and like from what I can tell, and again, to be honest, I'm maybe not the best person to speak on the current hip hop or R&B, music scene, but. I don't see a lot of substance. I don't see a lot of lyrics that are great. I don't see good messages. And a good message could be great, like positive, or it could be anti, and that's cool too.
Yeah, it's like, but
I'm all about help everybody, and I'm also all about fuck you too.
Yeah, like Rage Against the Machine. You don't have to agree with every one of their messages because the way they put it in the song, it's powerful. And like, but like, there's a lot of rock. And especially like a lot of the metal like that the kids are into today, that just it has no substance, nothing. It's just all the same thing. Like you said, it's all about the hook, but in the metal, it's all about this. But like, so what are like some of the bands? Like you talked about some of the vocalists, like the vocals that influenced you when you first start and everything. What are some of the bands that you guys not necessarily like? You drew inspiration from, you could be inspired by something without sounding like it.
I mean, it's a lot of it's. If you listen to what we do and if you buy our CDs and listen to our performances, it's pretty obvious. Like the guys in my band love AC/DC, they love Zeppelin, they love Sabbath. But then we also love bands like Jane's Addiction and newer bands like or I should say newer bands, but. Progressive bands like Tool or even like what I would like to like straight ahead rock pop bands like Foo Fighters or Stone Temple Pilots, rest in peace Scott Weiland,
Manchester.
Manchester, yeah. You know what I mean? Like we're a mixed bag, you know what I mean? Yeah. We have a little metal, a little rock, a little hip hop, a little southern rock, a little straight ahead rock. It's music, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And coming from New York City, anybody that knows us and seen us play, I think they can get that. It's just an amalgamation of all of our influences and our and what we all do.
Yeah, you guys, you got your own thing, but you have a little bit of everything, so you can play with everybody.
Yeah. Well, that's been a blessing for us, and we have noticed that is the case. Thank God, because we play on. We've been playing the last year or two, in all these festivals where we'll be like right before Sepultura, or Aerosmith, or a band like Airborne, who I dig a lot, out of Australia. Who just basically like AC/DC on fucking fire. Right. It's like, and that's because we do have a little bit of everything. So it does open our opportunities, which I love to do.
If you guys could go like on a long tour, like back in the day, like a 3-4 month. Yeah, who would?
Guns N' Roses probably. Guns N' Roses would be one. Even now, like if you're listening, even now. Well, yeah, Guns N' Roses would be one. AC/DC. Me personally, I'm a big fan of Shinedown. I love Shinedown. I would love to go on tour with them. Also a big fan of Foo Fighters. But then if you talk to the rest of the guys, you'll get different answers. You might, like if you talk to Robbie, my drummer, he would say, like, I'm sure, Jane's Addiction. If you talk to DC, he might say, a hardcore band out of New York City. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But that's part of what makes a good foundation to write songs. If everybody's coming from the same direction, there's no push and pull. There's no tension, and that doesn't mean that disagreement. That just means there's got to be more. Than one
sometimes
agreement.
It is a disagreement. It is a somewhat kind of disagreement, but it's a healthy disagreement because it's a push and pull. You know what I mean? It's like when we write songs, it's a very collective process. No one really writes mostly any part of song. We all contribute equally. So
I mean, because you can't just imagine trying to make a pizza, but just with the dough. That's what it is. If nobody has something to add. Someone brings the cheese. Someone brings the sauce. Someone brings the.
It's like and I've used analogy before, like you're using with pizza. I use it's like soup. Everybody just adds a little bit to it. And that's what makes Killcode.
Yeah, and if it doesn't work. Unlike soup, you could actually take it out, put it on the shelf. Something might be great. It just doesn't work in the song.
Very true.
So, what's next for you guys?
After this show next week, we're as you know, we're on a run with Dee doing his dates as main support. Next week we have 3 dates in Poughkeepsie, at the Chance, the Paramount in Long Island, and the Wellington Theater in New Jersey, and then we go to the UK. We're performing at the Hellfest Awards in the UK and doing their festival as well. And then I say December and January we're going to work on a new record and then back on the road in February.
Cool. So that's what you got to do. Beat it into the masses. I mean, you guys are.
We're lifers is what we do. So it's just on the road and then in the studio recording.
Now are you guys? I know there's a lot of guys actually work when they're not on the road. Are you guys lucky enough that you don't? This is your full-time thing? We're
lucky enough that we don't have to have steady jobs full time.
Yeah.
But we still have to throw in a few hours here and there. You know what I mean?
What's the
and honestly, and to be honest, for most people, doing what we do, that's the case these days, unfortunately. But with that said, it's also because we like nice things. Yeah. If I particularly myself personally, if I wanted to, live a certain lifestyle, I could probably just do the music. But I like nice things, so I don't mind putting a little work in.
Exactly. I know some guys will some friends would when they're not on the road, they'll get a job at some clothing boutique, so they can get their rock and roll clothes at a super discount.
Hey, listen, whatever works for you is fine.
In case they if they accidentally leave the back door open and they fall out or something, But what do you do when you're not on the road?
I do voiceovers for commercials and film and television.
What
I've done? I'm the voice of NYU Langone. I've done Samsung commercials. I've done a bunch. Basically, it's cool for me because it's still related to what I do. It's my voice, so I'm able to.
You do got a deep voice. You got giant big balls, or what?
That's for the next interview. That's the X-rated interview.
Do the balls hang low? Can you tie them in a bow? Do you throw them over your shoulder? What do you do?
If that would be the case, then I might be higher, no?
Or do you hold on to them and bounce like a little one of those bouncy ball things?
But yeah, that's what I do voiceovers.
Well, give us a voiceover commercial. Give us a Killcode album.
You've been listening to me talk this whole time. So
but give us the deep voice.
Just spread the code.
This is Tom from Killcode. Buy my record, or I will put my huge balls in your face.
That's him. So just so you know that wasn't me.
They know who the asshole is. Don't worry about it.
I gotta look up something because your boss told me something to say to you, but I don't know right now.
Well, yeah, let's see what
it was. Let's see what this was.
My boss. Oh wait, I don't get paid for this. Okay,
really? All right. Interview over.
Dom is saying he's my boss. Dom coordinates everything.
I called him your boss. I'm calling him. He didn't call himself.
I thought okay. All right, Nooch. I actually love Dom. He's the best. He wanted to come, he couldn't. He had to do some Girl Scout bullshit or something. I don't know. Did
you just say Girl Scout bullshit?
Yeah, he takes his daughter to Girl Scouts.
But that's not bullshit. That's okay.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. He does it because they have.
Dom, I have nothing to do with this. I'm
gonna throw Dom under the bus. He goes because they have free pizza there and shit sometimes. And listen, he's a little bit on the big side. He says he eats like a bird, and I'm like, yeah, baby, fucking pterodactyl. But we'll play a game on the air, and it's guesses because one day I look over, he's checking his blood sugar. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm checking my sugars. I'm like, oh. He's like, so we start playing a game.
I'm sorry, Dom. He's on a roll.
Dom loves the attention. I'm like, guess Dom's sugars, and you guess his level, and you win a prize. And nobody wants the prize because you know what our prize is? We give people a fucking George Lynch instructional video from like the late 80s. He's wearing like the half shirt and the cut off fingerless gloves and shit. But Dom loves the attention. So you should put a guess in right now. What would you guess Dom's sugar level would be?
I have no idea.
Just take a guess.
I don't even know what number to use.
I guess like 300. Apparently you'd be dead if that was the number.
I'll give you 250. Dom.
250. That's about how much he weighs. But what he lacks in height, he makes up for in girth because he's about 5'5". I love Dom, so he loves the attention. But so what did he want you to say? Let's see.
You said enough already.
This is what we do. I mean, what do you want? We ask some serious questions. We ask some goofy questions.
Anyway, listen, I got to get back to the band, and we're going to head out to the next venue. But thank you for having me.
All right.
And spread the code and go to killcode.net. And if you go to killcode.net, you'll be able to access all our CDs, our downloads, and all that other business. And also, it's been a pleasure. I have to say it's a little strange hearing about Dom's blood sugar levels, but
we didn't talk about his taint or anything. All right, everybody, check out Killcode.
Peace. You're a funny motherfucker. That's funny. That's the most bizarre interview.
There are bands that come out of New York. This is Killcode. When I say kill, you say code. Kill. Kill. Thank you very much. We love you.
This is the Hellion, and you are listening to Maximum Threshold on the net, where Dom just sacrificed a live goat in the name of metal!
You are listening to the Maximum Threshold Radio Show. We come to you live every Saturday night, 8 to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Once again, this is the Maximum Threshold Radio Show. MaximumThreshold.net. Thanks for tuning in. Horns up. It's near.
You can text message the show right now at 440-252-0058. Once again, that's 440-252-0058. Text the show.
Hey, it's contest time. Be the second person to text the show at 440-252-0058 wins. That's right, call number 2. 440-252-0058. Shoot us a text and you'll win.
Yeah. For you people who are tuning in live, you got to hear some killer music there for a while. For the people who just listen to us on the podcast, you didn't hear it. So we just got them playing Megadeth, Rust in Peace, and we played some King Diamond with Puppet Master, and we played a bunch of other stuff too. So let's see, I got a song here that's going out to by dedication. Num. This one goes out to Curtis, just because he is who he is, and it's all that he is. And I thought of him today. I was watching a few minutes of Talladega Nights. Yep. So this song goes out to him. Here's some Morning Wagon for him.
You ready? Don't say, never know what to say. Nothing good enough. Everything setting off. Sometimes, some way. Sometimes I'll say, it'll be wrong now. Everything is wrong now. Can we get along now? Everything is wrong now. Too low, underhand, overthrow, wonderland, cold out, cold in, no doubt, my sin. Everything is wrong now. Everything is wrong now. Everything is wrong now. Can we get along now? Never right, never wrong, never fight, never long, never there, never here, never care, never fear.
Thank you very much.
Hey guys, this is Rob Liner for Animal, and you guys are rocking to Maximum Threshold. Keep pounding. And now, back to the guy with the hairline of Principal Belding and the tits of Kelly Kapowski, John.
My, it's all right. Now I'm saved by the bell. Hey, man, don't go anywhere if you're listening to us live. So I'm shutting down the regular portion of the show here. I'm cutting this down to an hour, so I'm noticing that we're getting a nice trend. Getting a lot more downloads of this when it's shortening this bitch down from 3 hours to an hour and a half. And it's working out pretty good. I've been doing this for, I don't know, about 4 months or whatever, and I'm just watching the numbers go up, which is pretty wild. I mean, it's kind of bums me out a little bit, but what can you do, you know? So, yeah. So thanks for tuning in. Episode 5, who the hell knows what it is? Let me see. I got to know because I'm getting ready to tag it. So it's show you right. It's going to be 513. So the last one we did, we had Mark Gus Scott on, and we had Madam Mayhem on the show. Damn, this last one we do? Wow, it seems like it's been forever. So don't go anywhere, anybody, all y'all out there. I'm going to save this part. We'll come back. We'll get out of here.
You just listened to Maximum Threshold Radio Show. Airs live every Saturday night, 8 p.m. until whenever the fuck they shut up. So tune in.
It is pointless to resist.